Hello guys, welcome back to our Sunday update because we got some wild weather we're gonna be going through. We've seen strong wind gusts up to 35 miles an hour today. No real sign of real, noticeable stuff that's been happening. It's mostly been some light stuff knocked over, not too much at all. But the bigger story that I want to show you guys is look what's happening out to the west. We're seeing some heavy snow squalls. We're gonna be watching these as the evening gets colder. We're seeing snow up in northern New Jersey. Cold air is starting to really crash down, and if it gets cold enough, we might able to see some of these snow squalls that are really putting heavy snow out to the west. So I mean, it's pretty widespread right now, but it will get less widespread in the evening. So we have to see if one of these or multiple of these snow squalls survive. And in fact, right now, we do have a snow squall warning just to the west of New Jersey. And, it's for Mount Pocono and East Stroudsburg, but you got the idea. It's getting colder and windier. And according to the wind, it's gusting right now. It's gusting anywhere from 30 miles an hour to 35. We even see Apache 40 right there across the coast. Philadelphia seeing 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts. The wind gusts that we are going to be primarily focusing on tomorrow is all the way up to the north and all New Jersey. We're going to be experiencing 45 to potentially even 55-mile-an-hour gusts tomorrow. This is a big deal because this could really put a real effect on trees and power lines and absolutely alter those, trees. And yeah. So, for the whole entire evening, we're going to take a look at pivotal weather, and we're going to go over to the HRRR model because it will depict where these snow squalls survive the best. Right here. Let's zoom on into the northeast. And, there's not too much. But you can see some of these snow squalls might able be to survive. If we go a little bit into the evening, we do see they start to wind down, but it's no matter because we still have these intense snow squalls. And watch this. We get all the way into the evening, we start to see rain changing to snow. And these could be intense snow bands that might be pivoting through New Jersey. And watch this. All of this changes to snow once we get to 7 or 8 p.m. These are some snow squalls we do need to watch. So we might be able to get some great footage out there with these snow squalls passing through. I'm not guaranteeing that, but I think this rain that we're seeing right now, this dreary, really ugly rain with wind, it is gonna change over to at least a couple snowflakes. I really do think so. But, we'll see what happens, but it's been a very interesting day. And then tomorrow it's gonna get even more gustier and windier. We're gonna see more type of wind damage. So, yeah. The GFS, it depicts it all right. Yeah, you do see that rain right here. For the GFS, bam, changes it all over to snow. These are snow squalls. Then, when is that? It's 6 to 7 p.m. So we do have a couple hours of maybe some light rain and drizzle, and bam, this changes over to some snow possibly. So we're gonna have to watch that. And then these winds get really strong on Monday. I'm talking very gusty winds. These are anywhere from 50 to 55 miles an hour. Yeah. That's the force of like a weak tropical storm. So you can get how strong these winds could be tomorrow. And this really could put a cost on trees and power lines. But that's really the pattern we're gonna be experiencing for tomorrow and today. And then it's gonna get much, much warmer. We're gonna be talking about 70s like at the end of the week, Thursday, Friday. And then we're gonna have to watch yet another cold front. Will it be severe? I do not know. Because I've been seeing model guidance. Wait, we're gonna zoom out to the whole entire United States. Because I want to show you something. So here's our low pressure right here. This is our storm we're gonna be eyeing on. It's really putting a lot of snow down on the Sierras. We're gonna be seeing feet of snow in this area. We're gonna be seeing coastal rain, just like normal. In fact, this might even bring some snow to Seattle. That's how cold it might be there. And then we're eyeing this storm right here when it develops that low pressure right here. Rain, and then right here, when we get to Friday, right? We get to Thursday, Friday. We're gonna have to watch this because it wants to develop like some kind of line of storms to the south. But I'm noticing there's like this big like trough of cold air that wants to sink in right here. And then like it wants to suppress that severe weather down south. And like unlike yesterday or like 2 days ago, it showed that severe weather potential all the way up to the mid-Atlantic, and it showed these dew points, these crazy dew points that were up into like 60s. That is no more. I am not seeing that anymore. We are seeing some storms though down to the south, and watch this line right there. That's a really nasty line of storms. So once we get into Friday, and we're gonna have to see what happens with this, because it just really wants to be suppressed to the south, and it wants to weaken before like anything can happen. And it's just like a really ugly like day for Saturday according to GFS. Like rain all day, and it's just like not. It's just nothing like too bad. It's just a couple rain showers. But you know what's very interesting on this run of the GFS? You see this right here? Look how far that snow goes south. And that's our next system to watch. We see snow make it all the way down to like... Actually, it wasn't on this model, but you do get a hint. This does look like a nor'easter setup. And since we do have this cold air in place right here, this giant bubble of cold air, will we see a surprise snowstorm in March? Now you guys may be thinking, March? Are you kidding me? Like, bro, how could you see snow in March? Well, that is possible. Because first, we got a low pressure. Second, at the same time, for a while now, it's been showing this really strong positive PNA, very warm temperatures out west, and this massive digging trough right in the central US. And this is that bolder cold of air. Maybe not on this model it shows, but it did show on the Euro. This is something we need to watch. Is it severe weather or is it some kind of snow event? I do not know, but we do need to watch this because it's been showing up on a couple models. Not this one though. And honestly, once we get into later March, it gets colder. And there might be more chances of some kind of snow squally weather. And watch that. Okay. Once we get into like March, like look at this wild like cyclone showing up like that. That's a tropical storm with a massive cold front, bro. I'm not gonna believe any of that. But it's showing some wild stuff after like in like a week. So, in general, it's gonna be an active time. But I'm not gonna believe some kind of like tropical storm down in North Carolina. Like, come on. Like, no. Okay, but let's go with the European here. And we're gonna zoom into the Northeast again to show you these snow squalls, these rain like showers that might change over to snow squalls. And you see some rain, and then like and the European catches like a little bit of some dry air, and it like doesn't show us as much snow as the GFS. Still the same idea. Watch for some pesky snow showers this evening. It may look like rain right now, but watch for some pesky snow showers. And then we're gonna zoom out into continental US and look at the whole global thing, because we got some wild stuff to share. Okay, so once we get into like the 14th here, we do start to see some kind of rain developing and some kind of severe storms down to the south. And once we get even further into it, we do see a line of storms all the way down to like New Orleans. And then we do see the shield of rain right here. I thought it might be severe, but I'm not thinking that anymore. We're not seeing, like, we do have like the abundant amount of warmth, but apparently what happened with the ingredients, like, it just didn't shape up. Now, here's what is really like knocking me on the head. Like, it's really screwing my like light bulb in right there. See this right here? That is snow all the way down to Texas. Yes, all the way down to Texas. And we go even further. This goes all the way to Oklahoma City and like central parts of Texas. We see snow on the 18th here. Are you kidding me? But this is a trusted European. That's the thing. And you know what? The whole entire range for the models, they've been showing a dig deeping trough all the time in the central and eastern parts, and the western part was warm, so that'll push all that cold air into the south. And you know what? This is possible. I'm not saying this is gonna happen, but honestly, a lot of members of like the models have been hinting at this for weeks. In fact, 2 weeks ago, they were pointing out that March, like the end of March, could be wild and like maybe even some snow. And listen, once we get out into like the 18th of Monday, it shows like a snowstorm up for North Texas, and it shows severe weather down south. And watch this, we go even further, we see heavy snow in Dallas. Are you kidding me? In Dallas? So this is something wild. And if you do think that we're going to see snow in Dallas, well, that means we're going to have a massive nor'easter up here in the mid-Atlantic. And let's see if that becomes true. We have a massive low pressure, 1,000 millibar low. Watch this. We get all the way into like Tuesday the 19th here. Let's take a zoom at the Northeast US. Holy cow. This looks like a January setup. It literally looks like a January setup. It is March and it is almost April. And the European wants us to show snow all the way down to New York City. We're seeing heavy snow up in North Jersey. We're seeing some heavy mixing and snow in the central parts. And we're seeing heavy snow in Pennsylvania, New York. And we go even further out. This rain snow line still is in New York City. We see heavy snow in Pennsylvania, heavy snow in New York. Like, not New York City, but New York, Massachusetts, Boston. This is wild. This is wild, I'll tell you. And then we do see eventually change it to rain in the immediate coastline. Well, look at this. You got a full-blown out snowstorm. And who knows, Boston is still dealing with some, like, heavy mixing and snow. and we go all the way out into 240 hours on a Wednesday the 20th, and it shows snow rebounding back into the immediate coastal areas. That is wild. But we gotta watch it. We gotta watch it. So, in terms of that model showing some snowfall, let's see. It wants to show 2 inches in like New York City and like Middlesex and like Philadelphia, those areas. And watch this, you get a foot. You get a foot of snow just to the west. And then you get snow. You get snow according to this model, but it's pretty insane. It really is insane. And like from this event, we're gonna see maybe like 1/10 of an inch of snow. Yeah, it does show a couple little of these dots surviving all the way into central Jersey and like right here. So we're gonna have to watch that. Alright? But the idea is the weather is gonna be quite insane. I'll tell you that. In terms of like how like the dew points shape out for like some kind of severe weather like event, it's not too impressive now. It's maybe to the lower 50s, but it's like okay. It's like it doesn't get all the way up to impressive levels. Like I remember a few days ago on my video, I was announcing 60-degree dew points, and that was crazy. It's only up to 54 now, but it's still something you gotta watch because we do have 70 degrees on the table for Friday, and we do have these dew points that could go into like 55 range. So, I mean, it is something to watch, but I don't know. It's a little bit weaker. It's a little bit weaker of a signal in general. But what I want to show you that is not weaker is the temperatures. The temperatures are going to be roasting for the end of the week. And I'm saying roasting. I mean, okay, maybe the European doesn't show this, but wait. It has to. Look at this. We get all the way to 70 degrees in Trenton. We get to 68 degrees around this area in Middlesex. We get to like 72 in southern Jersey. This is really wild stuff. Now we go even to Saturday, and I think it warms right back up. The GFS is even more crazy about this. The GFS is actually way more crazy. I want to show you what it shows on Friday. Oh my goodness. I don't want to see that. Okay, so for Friday, okay, you can just say it's downright hot. 70 degrees, 72 in southern Jersey, it's actually the same thing. And then it starts to cool down a little bit. But on Thursday, it's also going to be really warm as well. We do see temperatures all the way into 70, all the way up to Boston. This is crazy warmth right there. Okay, so like all across the I-95 corridor, it reaches 70, and it's even hotter, possibly. And then once that daytime heating goes, it's still gonna be so hot. 70 degrees here, man. It's like this is like 6 p.m. and it's still really hot. And then on Friday, same story. Southern Jersey Central gets all the way up to 70, maybe even higher. This is really insane stuff. And we get all the way down to 80 degrees in Virginia. 80 degrees in March. Are you kidding me? And I think this is pretty likely now. So, get ready for a roasting end of week. I mean, get your short sleeves out, because this is definitely not winter. But next week and the week after, we're talking potential snowstorm. I don't know. We're going to have to see that. But, oh boy, this weather pattern is just making my head spin. It's really crazy. The last thing I want to look at, SPC. we're gonna see some severe weather risks for day 4 and day 5. For Dallas, a 15% chance, and there's a somewhat higher probability and greater coverage of severe risk. It's expected for northeast Texas, across the Arctic region, and southeastern Oklahoma. Yeah. And then some severe weather risk will probably expand eastward toward the lower Mississippi Valley and areas like that. And we might have to watch the East Coast again. I don't know. It's mostly the southern part, but we have to watch the East Coast. Okay. So that's all I got for you guys. Yeah. So in general, just watch out for a couple pesky snow showers. Let's just take a look at the radar again, where it wants to depict that snow squall. Look, I mean, this snow is getting even further and further south. So it is getting more intense and it's getting colder. So we're going to have to watch if these pesky snow squalls right in here, wait, right in here, if these pesky snow squalls survive, we're going to have to see if we do get a snow squall warning. I will tell you guys if we do. And we could see a quick passing heavy snow shower. And I mean, yeah, we're going to be watching that. Honestly, the more concerning thing is the damaging wind expected for tomorrow. 50 plus gusts. Okay, that's all I got for you guys. I think we might do a short and no update for today. Probably not, but we'll see. Maybe in the evening. Maybe. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to update tomorrow with that really gusty wind. Hope you guys have a great Sunday. And I'll see you guys then.